Peter chapter 4, verse 7. In the hand, be therefore sober and watch unto prayer. I want to start off by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to God, Lord, my Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Chagodash Bakatam. Double honors to my apostles, the elders of the great millstone, who teach and do rule well. Peace and salutation to the Akim across the four corners of earth, pushing this truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives, and the freedom to do so now more so than ever. Say shalom to the Akim and the Aqua out there listening and learning. Lord, willingly this is edified. Shalom to the Israelite warriors scattered abroad. And let other nations appear like the other nations. Subscribe to this truth to you. I say shalom. So, Brother Yah, what's up out of the GMS Cleveland Church, a fellow servant, coming at you with another lesson through the Spirit, through the power of Yahweh, Shem Yahushai. Basically, it's just a quick hit. This article I had saved, I wanted to go into. Started with that First Peter chapter 4 because it says the end of all things is at hand, and we watching the end of this age, this devil, the so-called white man, who you this known in the Bible as the Edomite. We watching his rulership. Basically, we watching this man come out of power, fall out of power. Because Hashem Yahushua set up, set up, specific kingdoms to rule for a specific time. He put each nation in a position of power because was the will of the Lord, and ultimately, in the land, in the end, Yasharallah, nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. God's chosen people. You will have an everlasting rulership. A rulership that never, is perpetual. So with that being said, I was just reading this, or I read a piece of the article. It says a massive U.S. company is now closing 500 locations. This is dated March 20th, 2024. And it reads, a massive U.S. company is now closing 500 locations between 2024 and 2024 and 2025, including some joint ventures. Sources confirm. Shell has announced it will diversify. Shell has announced it will be divesting from hundreds of locations by the end of 2025 as the company is switching its focus to growing its public network of electric vehicle charging stations. You got to question that. Shell, the Shell Corporation, which I think, the Rockefeller Company pretty much started Standard Oil, but then I think although you got these different names for these different oil companies, they all fall under, the Rockefellers, if I'm not mistaken, because it's usually, you have these mega corporations that pretty much own everything. They might not have their name on certain stuff, but they pretty much own everything. And lucky. So yeah, I mean, you got to question that though. Like that's showing you we're coming to change now. Like although Shell is an energy company, so they produce things that involve energy. This was a oil company. So for an oil company to go to doing electric vehicles, that's showing you, where brothers be bringing in or, bringing out information as far as, these summits and, these different meetings that the elites hold about how, Agenda 2030, where they want to, control your ability to be able to maneuver, to be mobile, you know. A lot of people saying how, around the year such and such, a lot of people won't be driving. And, with the price of cars nowadays, that's very well possible, you know what I mean? For a used car, you know, Brothers was going in on that. Try visual paying. You know, I just heard a chick. She said she paid $600 a month for a used car. You know, so yeah. I mean, and these things are only going to intensify because you know we coming into hard times. You know, so not only uh, are they closing 500, because if they close 500 locations. That's you know how to say how many jobs. You know, and that's again another part of that evil day. It says its 2024 energy transition strategy. The company confirmed that the Shell plans to divest 500 Shell-owned sites, including some joint ventures. The company said the move is in response to changing customer needs as they are looking to expand expand Slovakia. It was not immediately clear which sites will be directly impacted by the divestment and where they are located globally per the Sun. However, the divestment is expected to only make a small dent in the number of Shell operated sites worldwide because Shell is a worldwide company. You got to remember, oil is big business, but at the same time, you know, the future isn't going to involve, you know, gas powered vehicles. You know, that's why they're trying to switch over to electric because at the end of the day, you know, with the Agenda 2030, you know, they're trying to pull away from fossil fuels, uh, which, you know, it's all about, you know, they're pushing that, they're worried about the environment, but these are the same devils that destroyed the environment. Yeah. You know, I mean, wasn't Shell one of those major companies that you know had that oil rig? Basically, I think it was an oil spill. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I may be mistaken. Lucky, but again, it's just you know when I read the article or the title of the article, you know, it made me you know realize you know how these people, I mean, because with 2025 is not, you know, we're in 2024, already about to be in the fourth month. Time is flying. You know, you're going to look up at 2025, going to be here. So just imagine with that's, I mean, although like they're saying this is, you know, that's not really even going to make a dent in the number of sites they have. That's major to a degree, you know, because with this company doing something, you know, a lot of these companies are consolidating and, you know, they switching up and they doing all these different things because, you know, the consumer demand is just not there. You know, people don't have money. You know, brother brought that out. I believe I did a video on it as well. You know, you got Dollar Tree that owns Family Dollar. Well, they have to close like 1,000 stores or something like that. Yeah, I believe it's 1,000 stores within. I think it's the same time frame between now and 2025 because of the fact that you know they count theft as a you know part of you know these companies not making money, which is true. It's theft going on, but you know again they have insurance for theft as well. You know, and it's truly the fact of the matter is people don't have money. You know, when you stealing from a dollar store, that shows you the state of the economy. If you got to go steal from a dollar store, that means then you have certain states where, like in California, where they basically upped the you know, what I think as long as you stole up within or up under $500, it was considered a misdemeanor. Well, they upped it to where it's 1,000. So who does that affect? The businesses. But it's like Ecclesiastes chapter 12 for this verse 1, because again, not only is that going to close down, you know, companies, but it's going to affect jobs. This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In a day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. And the keepers of the house are these economists, economics. These economists, that basically pay attention to the forecast of the, you know, the money, how the money is flowing in the society and the system, because you know currency is what's current, and currency is what uh, powers a nation. It's a saying in the streets: you can't beef and eh, you can't war and make money at the same time. Although the elites make some of their highest profits off of war, because they fund both sides, they sell to both sides. So right now you got war on the earth, and ultimately it's going to lead to that third world war. They're just talking about the tensions between America and Russia, and it says. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. When you go to the grinders, that goes into the jobs. So again, like I said, it's just a lot of change going on very quickly. And this is all the will of Yahweh should be outshine. It says, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinder is low. Right now, you have it where a lot of people having trouble getting jobs. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Right now, it's always, or it's often brought out about how, we live in a time when the music is very, the music is very poor. So, all these different scriptures, paint a picture of the state of the world when the end is going to be coming. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7. We'll start at verse 3, and it reads, now the end is come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. I will read it in the NLT. No hope remains, for I will unleash my anger against you. I will call you to account for all your detestable sins. And mine eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. I will turn my eyes away and show no pity. I will repay you for all your detestable sins. Then you will know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Verse 5, thus saith the Lord, power and evil, and only evil behold is come. And when you go to that word evil, it's a compound word, Eve, time, ill, bad. So bad times is approaching. With these companies shut down, all that does is going to affect the economy. And again, people, I was just watching this guy, economist. My video was supposed to be on something totally different for whatever reason. I guess it's crazy, but because I'm up here really I know I know I just was about to watch. I just was watching this video, was about to do a lesson on this, but anyhow, the individual was going into you know the state of the economy just based on the fact with these government shutdowns. I mean, that's not normal for each month. It's like the frequency of the government, Babylon's government, to keep on saying how, they might have to have a government shutdown. The, anybody really, well, do you really understand if that was to take place, what's all involved with that? For the government to be completely shut down, it's not a light thing. It's going to affect a multitude of services, and it says This is what the sovereign Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua says. Disaster after disaster is coming your way. Verse 6, an end is come, the end is come. If watching for thee, behold, it is come. So the end of this current system, the way that we know it, how life was, is coming to an end, And, you see it, come on. I believe, police, city police, or police in certain cities, it's a record low of, pretty much is not enough police officers. That's why a lot of cities are trying to recruit, and pushing the recruit efforts because of the fact, it's not enough uh, officers. People pretty much, it's not enough. I mean, like for instance, with the case with Philadelphia, between the hours of 3 and 7, they you pretty much won't have a officer show up to your residence no matter what the situation is. Or I may be saying it incorrectly, depending on what the case is. They may not show up to your residence. So, yeah, and that's those evil times. That's those bad times. That's yeah. So, with that being said, if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Silver Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the law, statutes, commandments of your power, whose true name in the Hebrew, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, or you will be destroyed. With that, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to God, Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem. Chagadas Double honors to my apostles, the elders of the great millstone, teaching new rule well. Peace and salutations to the Aki across the four corners of the earth, pushing his truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so, now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akim and the Akwata out there listening, learning, Lord willingly, this is edified. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but subscribe to the truth to you. I say Shalom. So next time I'm able to come with another lesson, say Shalom, Shalom, and Kwam Yasharallah.